What's going on, faithfuls? What's going on, guys? What's going on, brothers?
It was good. That intro kind of slaps a little bit, lightweight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had started over again. I messed up one a little bit. Sorry, though. Welcome to Always Faithful 24/7 podcast. And of course, we are live on all major platforms YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. All right. And if you guys want to come join the show, call that number or go to the link inside the description in the comment section. It's already there for you guys. So, what's going on, brothers? Got my brother. I'm big co-host. Got my co-host, my brothers, of course, Mark, Jizzle, and my boy Chuck. What's on, guys? What's going on, brothers?
What's going
What's
on,
good?
man?
What's up?
What up, Ryan? Jizzle, Chuck, what up, man?
What
What's
up?
good? What's good?
Y'all good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We getting prepared for this off season. We got breaking news probably about almost an hour ago now.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Lynn getting hired as assistant head coach. You know, what y'all think about that? I'm excited about that, man.
I really think it was a really big move because knowing they were possibly losing Mike McDaniels to the Miami Dolphins, and congratulations on him. He gets that.
Right.
And him and Mike McDaniels, though, with Shanahan, really did a really good job this year. I feel like I was reading this little thing that let me know that they invented a run play. It's called the toss inside zone. You know, instead of handing him off, you just toss it to the guy. Debo even had some big plays on that run. But as far as Anthony Lynn, he played for Kyle Shanahan's dad, Mike Shanahan, and as well as got coached by Bobby Turner. So he's going to fit seamlessly into the scheme. So it's just I think it's a big move, and he's a good run game coordinator, and that's going to be run focused team. This is a good hint at that. So great
Yeah.
move.
Yeah, this is a great move, man. Yeah,
Mhm.
this was reported by Adam Schefter. Anthony Lynn is being hired as the assistant head coach of the San Francisco 49ers, per league sources. Lynn, who had other NFL and college offers, that speaks volumes right there, who had other NFL and college offers, is expected to now be a key cog in the 49ers offense and run game. Yo, this is a great move, man. I'm so happy for Anthony. Congratulations to Anthony and his family. Um, like I said before we went live, when he was with the Chargers, when they had a winning season, you know, I was proud of him. I was proud of him. However, you know, the next following season when they had a losing season, you know, I was unhappy how the Chargers had let him go. So with that said, I'm glad that the 49ers picked him up. This was a great pickup. I'm so happy for him and his family, and I'm also happy for the faithful. This is a great pickup, ladies and gentlemen. This is I like this pickup, man. I'm excited about it. Yeah,
The
man.
thing I like about it is like, man, he's always featured two back system, like you know what I mean. So I'm wondering if we were to re-sign Moser, you know what I mean, on the cheap, him and Elijah Mitchell, the possibilities of having that two, you know, he can help Shanahan incorporate the two running back system. You know what I mean? And the way he does it, it's a lot of mismatches. I know how he did it with the San Diego Chargers when he had Eckler and as well as Melvin Gordon. They both were on pace to be top 15 running backs. You know what I mean? And so, and also what he did with Tyrod Taylor with the Bills when they led the league in rushing in 2016. You know what I mean? So it's just like we've already showed and hinted our hand at what we're going to do is um, we're going to try to be run focused and build from there. And all our personnel fits that. Like
Yeah.
George Kittle's the best blocking tight end, and you have all our receivers like to block. So
Yeah.
I think it's just a really good hire.
I agree. I agree. What you think, Chuck?
Yeah, it's a good hire. Yeah, I like that. So,
Okay.
I think it's a great hire, man. It's a great hire. It really is. Yes, it is. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, man. This is, yeah, man. Yo, they making moves already, man. Yo, they ain't wasting no time. Yo, ain't even been a week yet. They ain't wasting no time. It's Friday. Ain't been a week yet. They making moves, man. And I'm excited already. You know, it just, unfortunately, we gotta wait till 7 more months, to get it started all over again. However, I'm pretty sure.
But I would say the Niners are making moves, but it's reactionary because they had to make this move because we're losing Mike McDaniel. So
Yeah.
as happy as I am for Anthony Lynn to get his shot, it's still we're losing something too. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
which is it's going to happen from a team that's one game from the Super Bowl. You're going to lose some guys.
Yeah. Well, think about when we lost Salah and we got D'Amico. So
Yeah.
I'm optimistic how that went down. Look what D'Amico, man.
Okay. Yeah.
And Mike, congratulations to Mike, win, or if he did get that job with the Dolphins, we got Anthony now. So I'm optimistic with this move, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy with this move. With that said, yo, man, listen, like we said Monday, our best is yet to come.
Yeah.
And it started already. And the beauty of it, although they knew that Mike was getting those interviews, they was already working on something. And for them that had Anthony Lynn on their mind, yo, that's how business is, man. It's kind of like the next man up. So it's just like, yo, this was a great move. I really like it, man. I really like it. What you got, Ryan?
I didn't know if you guys wanted to talk about the money wise. The last thing we did.
I was curious about our cap space. I'm looking at it.
Okay.
It's 200. It's 205 million.
They said we'll be if we after the trade of Jimmy G, and then subsequently cutting D4, it costs 2.5 hit on the dead cap, but
Right.
you get 0.8 million in the cap space, so basically almost $1 million back.
Yeah.
And so after that, they said we'll be at 24 million.
Okay.
But then we got people to sign too, so I don't know how much we would have to spend on the free agent market.
Right. Okay. So
if we get into the free agency, man, there's a lot of guys that we want to keep around.
Yeah. So do we all agree that we think they're gonna cut D Ford?
Yeah. At this point, now it's so cheap to cut him.
Yeah.
You don't have dead money sitting around. It's only 2.5 million. He's definitely getting cut now.
Yeah.
Cut who?
D Ford.
D Ford.
Oh, D4.
Yeah. Yep. Well.
Yeah. Cutting D Ford is gonna save us a lot of money too. I mean, he hasn't done anything. I mean,
well, now it really doesn't really save you that much money cutting them. Still, it's like so. Basically, it's the 2.5 million dead cap hit, but you get 0.8 million back. So it's really like, but it's so cheap to cut him, and he's not doing anything for you. You're gonna eventually need that roster spot. You know what I mean? Even well, he's on IL. You don't even need the roster spot because it's free, but
yeah,
you're still gonna want to eventually move on.
Yeah, cut your ties, right?
Exactly.
No doubt. So with that said, being that Ryan had put up, the free agents that's listed up here, the top guy, Laken Tomlinson, which I think about this move. Should we bring him back? Should we let him go? shoot.
It's funny, Keywan Williams is not on there, and he's a free agent as well. Oh, it says cornerback Williams.
Yes, he's up there.
Okay, I saw it. I can see it now.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Thomason is a must sign, especially when we're run game committed. You win in the trenches. You build from the trenches out if you're building a team.
Yeah.
That's how the Niners did, and in this rebuild, starting when John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, they built from the trenches out. You know what I mean? They drafted Kinlaw, Armstead, DeForest Buckner, McGlinchey as a tackle. You know what I mean? They traded for Trent Williams. They always focus on the trenches. So Thomason, I think, will be a big time guy that they move to keep. I think Shark is gone though. I think Shark's. I think they're not. And it sucks because he had COVID and he just was coming back and he's been a good guy on Cooper Cup but he came back kind of rusty and Cooper Cup had a field day, so I just think that's the last memory it's going to be, and they're not going to invest.
Yeah,
hate to say.
I think they're going to bring. I think they're going to bring back Lakin, and I hope they will. I like that bond between him and Trent Williams.
Oh yes, you got to keep that together.
Just think about it. This is their whole full season together. Could you imagine next season if they bring him back? I would like for him to come back, man. I really do. I like that core that they got. What's up, Chuck?
Is that guy? I hate to sound like this, but that guy that missed the interception, is he a free agent?
That's Tart, yeah.
Tart.
Now him, I hate to sound like this. Tart, he might be good, but when it comes to the main play and the primetime play and the thing that could have changed that game, I would say let him go.
Yeah.
I say let him go because he cannot produce the big plays. We already seen that. And if he would have to prove to me that he can produce a big play. I mean,
the only thing I say about that is without him against the Packers, we probably don't win that game. Like, he made big plays in that game.
That's true.
So it's hard to just judge.
That stays behind my mind. That play stays behind my mind. If it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't have beat Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, that's why it's hard to be reactionary and go off one play. That's recency bias, where you should look at the whole. And it's hard to do. Maybe losing a big playoff game that would have sent you to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just depends on the market, though. Like, because I've been diving into the draft, and there's guys I like at safety. And maybe if you feel like we can get one of those guys, we're in the market for one of those guys, it'd have to be with the second or third pick. Then you might have something to think about, because you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they getting paid all this money out there to play football. They need to be able to produce the big plays. I mean, it just and it just. I mean, for Terry Bradshaw at the halftime show to say he wasn't ready to catch that ball, all that money they're getting out there, they should know how to catch a ball. He should have known to put his hands out a little bit more, not in as should have been out more. He should have known that should have just been
I remember you saying that Monday when we had our show, because I didn't watch the halftime. So being that you said that again as a reminder, when I seen him, Terry Bradshaw is right. He wasn't ready.
Wasn't ready.
He was in position, but you're absolutely right. He wasn't ready because his arms, like we were discussing Monday, his arms was too close to his chest.
It bounced right
I'll tell
off.
you another thing that he did that was way off, like that nobody talks about, is he actually jumped for that play where he didn't have to jump; it was coming right to you,
It's
and
coming
that's
right
why
to you.
it's like a shortstop playing shortstop, especially with the shift now. They'll be in the part where the ball could take a bad hop and it's on you so fast that you can't even get ready to catch the ball. And I feel like that's what happened with him. It was one of my frustrations with Vernon Davis. Like Vernon Davis would make everything into a jump ball. You could throw it at his chest and he's jumping to catch it. It just is like his little hiccup. Yeah, he
Right.
didn't have to jump. He didn't have to jump for that interception. I think if he just lets the ball patiently come to him, he makes that play.
You're right. And what I had said Monday when we did our show, I was mentioning what Tart had said. He was saying when he seen the ball coming to him, he said that Stafford had effed up.
Mm-hmm.
So probably in his mind, he got so excited knowing that he was in position. I agree with you, Jizzle. There was no reason for him to jump for it because it was coming right at him.
That ball was right there. It was right there where his three was. I mean, if he want to say Stafford messed up, Stafford, the best way to prove it is to take that back for 6.
Yeah,
That would have proved that Stafford messed up.
Yeah, that's
right.
true. That's
I mean,
That's
I was talking to my friend over the weekend, and we were talking about, is that a game changer? Is it the difference in the game? And she was adding the points up. I said, if he takes it back, first of all, it's a game changer because we get the ball back. It gets everybody excited. Second of all, he takes it back for 6. That means the Rams have to score a touchdown to
And
win
they
the
got one
game,
timeout.
and they had no time. Right? I mean,
One timeout.
it's actually the difference between the ball game and winning and losing. It's actually that. I mean, I've had people come to me and tease me about the game. I don't care. The interception was their game to lose. That's the way I look at it.
So let me ask my brothers on the panel this. Do you want Tart back? Do you want him back? And would you prefer Hufanga to play safety?
No.
No?
No, I'll tell you, I do want Tart back because
Okay.
if I was to replace Tart, it would be with a more rangy kind of safety, and I would slide Ward to the strong safety spot. Because I believe for a good defense, that both players got to be multiple, be diverse, and be able to play both safety slots. And I like a guy out of Oregon, Vernon McKinley. He got like 6 interceptions. He's rangy, and I really like that kid. If we were to get something like that, a guy that's, used to trying to get picks, you know what I mean? That's the only way I would replace him because him and Jimmy Ward do have Tart and Jimmy Ward. They have chemistry. They played in high school, together. So I try to keep that chemistry going unless it's just an obvious replacement. Is how I look at it.
Yeah.
I would say I wouldn't say replacing, but I would say keeping, but always have that thing in your mind that if this happens again, he's gone. You got to have that in your mind. If he does what he did just now and he does it again, you gotta look for somebody else that's better. You gotta look at history too. Dwight Clark, if he don't catch that catch, you think he's staying around? Nope, he ain't staying around. Troy Polamalu, Franco Harris, when he caught that ball right off the ground, if he don't do that, you think he's staying around? No, he ain't staying around. They want people that can produce.
Right. You know, I agree with you and Jizzle. I would like for him to come back, just like what Jizzle said, and just like you said, Chuck. Like, you want him to stay healthy, So he's been always having that turf toe.
Yeah.
Want him to stay healthy, and you want him to produce. And the thing is, how much money they're gonna have to spend on him. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they'll be smart with that. They'll work something out if they want to keep him. And Jizzle hit the nail right on the head. Tart and Ward, they got that chemistry since college, and I would like to see them back together. However, just like you said, Chuck, I would like, honestly, really both of them to play smarter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially Ward. Being that he's the captain, he was given the captain, and that was big for him. You follow what I'm saying? So because I was disappointed, especially honestly with both of them, but especially Tart. Especially when Tart was late on that coverage against Cooper Kupp when they
yeah, that was another one.
yeah. So, but we don't really want to talk too much about the game, but we focus on the free agents. But I would like to see him back. I agree with you both. I agree with you both. They go hand in hand. I would like to see him. I would like to see him back, along with both, which I said, because he knows the scheme.
Yeah, that's true.
The scheme. So it's like, listen, if you can keep your soldiers together that know the scheme, why not?
Right.
And I just hope he's available. So, and he can. What can I say? He can redeem himself.
That's true. He can redeem himself.
Yeah, because he knew it was coming. After that drop, he knew it was coming.
Yeah, he knew.
Yeah, when he posted that comment on Twitter,
and even in the press conference, he knew what was coming.
Yeah, he knew it was coming. He knew it was coming. He know. What you think, Ryan?
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm paying attention to my son. Sorry. If I nod off a little bit, I might have to get off a little bit so I can take care of him. So, yeah, Tart. I hope we do keep him, especially for the depth, and let Hufanga learn the system.
That's why I asked that question.
Mm-hmm. Let them learn the system.
Because if they don't keep him, Hufanga has that speed.
Mm-hmm.
And think about this: he has that speed, and he know how to tackle. This is just me. I have not seen him miss a tackle.
So Hufanga's very good at the tackling part. I'm more worried about the coverage part of him. Like he's very he gets moving from point A to point B real fast.
Yeah.
And I feel like people are gonna look to exploit that when they watch film. Be like how fast he closes in. Because he doesn't miss tackle. He closes very hard. He reminds me of like the baby Palomao, but we haven't seen any coverage plays where he's in the right spot because he's so instinctually going to shoot gaps, and he's a box safety, and
right.
Those are good. Those are better. 8 years ago, now people are looking to exploit those kind of players that keep their head in the backfield too long on play actions and RPOs. They're going to catch you looking a little longer, and they're going to throw to the spot that you vacated. So, I mean, I want to see him be great, but we already know Tart what he can bring to the table. You know what I mean? It's like if I was to replace Tart, it would have to be with a coverage type safety, like a coverage type safety that looks to make interceptions, that's in the right spot, that's, you know what I mean, maybe even a little bit more athletic and faster. So,
right. And you know what I was thinking? I'm gonna go. I mean, I don't want to take off the subject, but I really wanted to talk about he had the thing on there about what veteran we get for Jimmy G. And there's another thing I wanted to say. We don't have that. Who am I thinking of? He was playing with the Patriots. He was that little NY speedster. Wilker. We don't have that. We need that. And we don't have that. I mean, you could say Deebo Samuel, but He
I
does
don't think we need a
everything.
Welker. We
Debo,
don't run New England's offense, so we don't need a Welker per se. Because if you think about it, we're in 12 personnel more than any team. That's only 2 receivers and 12 personnel. So
yeah,
to
but we
throw
need
like
somebody fast if you're gonna play. If you're gonna play Trey, whatever his name, Lance or whatever, you need somebody fast. You're getting
Ayuk is fast. Ayuk, watch, you'll see when Trey
yeah, but you
Lance.
got Ayuk, you got Keyshawn Johnson coming, and you got that number 17. So we need somebody, I think, a little faster than. Let's put it this way: we need a Jerry Rice. That's amazing.
Well,
Coming across
There's
the
never going to
middle
be another
fast.
Jerry Rice.
let me say this. I read up on Keyshawn, right?
Mm-hmm.
He run a 4.6.
That's fine.
Right. Kittle runs a 4.5. So, but I agree with you on one point. I do think we should pick up a wide receiver that's fast and that's physical. And I agree with Jizzle. Ayuk is fast. It's just that the way they use him based on Jimmy G's
limitations.
Right. Exactly. So, it's a possibility. But I do agree with you, Chuck, in regards to either drafting or signing a wide receiver that's fast.
Okay, so let me just go off that because the kind of like the buzz in the Senior Bowl right now, and everybody's in the Senior Bowl, Mobile, Alabama, is Christian Watson played with Trey Lance and if you look at Trey Lance's film, he's all over Trey Lance's film, running stopping goals for touchdowns, and he's 6'4", and they believe he runs a 4.3, and probably can be had in the second and third round, and you compare Trey Lance up with him and be similar to the Bengals who were playing in the Super Bowl with Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow playing, of course, at LSU together. So
now I don't know what I'm down here in Carolina, so I watch a lot of Carolina football, and I don't know if that number 9 on the football field, the football team is leaving or what. And I don't know if the quarterback's leaving, but that number 9 on Carolina, he's fast and physical though. He can break things,
quarterback,
So,
what is he? What did you do?
huh? He's a
Is
wide
he
receiver. He's number 9 on the Tar Heels. He's a wide receiver. I don't know if he's leaving or whatever, but he's fast and can break tackles. Break them. I mean, I've seen him win them games, so I don't know if it's that's what we need, but probably Monday I'll have the name for you.
Yeah, but I understand what you're saying about Welker,
right?
But we got Juwan Jennings.
Yeah, that's true.
He's Mr. Third Down. We're good. We're good with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, I do agree that they should look into either drafting or signing another wide receiver that's fast and physical. That's why I posted the question up, on a ticker, just to ponder on, because
you know who would be key? I'll tell you who would be key.
Who?
Take that guy out of Green Bay.
The Devontae Adams. He would command too much money for us to do.
But I'm just saying he probably been key
real quick. Basically, it's easy to say you want a fast receiver, but you have to think about how he fits the scheme, because you have to be willing and able to be a physical blocker in the run game and set the edge to play in the scheme. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody, there's a lot of the receivers are divas. We find the ones that aren't. You know what I mean? So that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Ryan, what you think about the Niners drafting or signing a wide receiver that is fast and physical?
I said that from the beginning of the freaking season. Love to have another Debo. Love to have one, or another Ayuk. We'd be dangerous. We would.
Yep.
We'd be so dangerous.
Because
I-
we're getting Keyshawn Johnson. We have Ayuk. We have Debo. Debo plays everything. He's Mr. Everybody.
Yeah.
So we need, Keyshawn and Ayuk are threats, but like you said, we got number 17, Mr. Third Down. Yeah, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
So what happens if we always got to look at injury? What happens if he gets hurt? We have to have another one.
Yeah. Number 15.
Well,
but
they said that number 17 for us is real fast.
that's Travis Benjamin.
No, that's Travis Benjamin.
Yeah, he may not even be with us next season. Yeah, but you're talking about Juwan Jennings. Yeah, Juwan Jennings missed the third down. But yeah, I seen some highlights of Keyshawn. He's 6'1". They say he runs a 4.6. And matter of fact, they got a highlight of him when he was with the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Playing against the 49ers, and he caught a deep pass against our secondary. So we'll see. However, you know how they do. They always bring a lot of wide receivers in, and they're gonna test the waters with these wide receivers and see who fits. So yeah, with that said, being that we're talking about Brandon Ayuk, what y'all think about this? What are your expectations with Trey Lance and Brandon Ayuk working out together in the offseason?
I think it's just to further build more chemistry, and this year was kind of like a lot of restrictions with COVID, and then also Jimmy Garoppolo was in the picture, so just being able to build on the chemistry, and Trey Lance only got to start 2 seasons, but I know he looks at the deep shot, and so one of these days, the more chemistry they get, we're gonna start seeing that more frequent. So that's something I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, real quick, earlier today, I was watching Grant Cohn. Shout out to Grant Cohn and Jack Hammer. They was going over plays that Jimmy G had missed.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. They focus on a couple. The first one they focused on was the miss that we talked about on Monday on our show. We're going to George Kittle.
Mm-hmm.
Right. However, there was another play.
There's a couple to Debo last game, like 4 to Debo last game. It's wide open.
But Brandon Ayuk, Jack Hammer, he showed a route that Ayuk had ran, and Jimmy G. It looked like it was a check down, but it wasn't. I'm just gonna call it a check down. Jimmy G threw to that check down, but Ayuk when he did a post into the middle, wide open. But when Jimmy G threw that check down, you would see Ayuk do his arms like this, like disgust, like I'm open. You know what I mean? And yo, man, you know how like us the faithful, we're watching TV and the quarterback is in a pocket, we can't see further down the field, and that's what's different for us. But when they show the tape and we can see the whole field and see when the wide receivers are open, you see it much better because we can't see it on live TV.
Yeah, exactly. It's got to have all 22 or something.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yo, man, it was serious, man. It was serious. So I just want to piggyback what you just said, Jizzle. I got high expectations regarding Trey Lance and Ayuk. Building that core, that chemistry, that camaraderie, that rhythm, and I'm looking forward to it. Even just like this past season during the summertime, they was working out together. And then could you imagine what they're gonna work on now? And just like, wow, man. Yeah, I'm excited. This season, next season, it's gonna be in the books.
Mhm.
Wait.
Y'all, I'm gonna say this. Y'all think it's gonna be in the books. We all hope it's in the books, and that's all we hope for. But we need a veteran quarterback to take Trey Lance's spot. Just
To take his spot. You mean
to not take his spot, but take just in case the first play he gets hurt and can't be back in the season. You need somebody that can do that because I hate the Giants, but it happened with Phil Simms. He got hurt, and Hostetler took them the rest of the way.
Yes.
And I think he won that Super Bowl.
He did.
So we need somebody that does that for Trey Lance, just in case. Let's say something happens the first game and he can't be back the rest of the season, like
I like
Reggie
Ryan
White.
Fitzpatrick, basically. That's my guy that I want. He's a free agent. That's my perfect backup right there. And then now that we got Anthony Lynn, if they want to do a Tyrod Taylor thing, that's not who I would pick. I would pick more of a guy that is based strictly off just passing, pocket passer. It doesn't have to. I don't feel like he has to emulate Trey Lance in any kind of way. I feel like he could be independent, just bring a good veteran presence, maybe somebody that can teach him stuff in film study that he didn't see. You know what I mean?
When I was watching that thing that Ryan sent, that link, and the podcast, I shut it off because they were talking about Corey Dillon or that redheaded guy that played
Corey
the
Dillon,
Dallas.
the running back from Bengals.
No, the quarterback for the Bengals. You remember he had red hair?
You're talking about Andy Dalton. Andy
Dalton.
Yeah.
When they started talking about that, and they said the 49ers were looking at him last year, and they think that he'll probably go this year that way. That is not a good pickup. No, I don't take Andy Dalton as a good pickup. No, because he can't stay in one team. He was with the Bengals. He was Dallas. He was in Chicago. I don't think him. I think your good pickup would be.
Oh.
I mean, there was rumors about Aaron Rodgers. There was rumors about that. I don't know how true that is, but I think you pick up. There's a lot of them out there, but I would take the guy out of Denver, Teddy Bridgewater. He can do a little bit of everything. Okay. I mean, there's other ones out there.
Like another guy I like that, probably I think has some untapped potential. A lot of untapped potential is Mitchell Trubisky. I think he could be a good backup for his untapped potential. He was with Nagy and all these bad offensive guys around him. He's never been with a genius Kyle Shanahan.
He good,
he's pretty athletic too. So he's kind of fit a lot of the bootleg and stuff that we like to do.
Mitch Trubisky, I can see him.
Chisel, I was thinking that, but you know
okay.
You know what I was thinking, bro?
Huh?
Surprisingly, Cam Newton.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I was thinking about him. Yeah.
Cam.
Yo, Cam Newton, and I like you said, Teddy. I know I like that too, and I like that you had said Mitch, but Cam Newton, he has the height, he has the physicality, he's mobile. He may not be early in his career, he was accurate. A little different now, but I see Trey Lance in him. You follow what I mean?
Oh, so that's the kind of quarterback you compare Trey Lance kind of more to?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I compare Trey Lance more to Ben Roethlisberger, old, in his prime, Ben Roethlisberger that, kind of would scramble and still make the play with a linebacker draped over his shoulder because he's big boy. Or Steve McNair, like if you remember how Steve McNair.
I remember McNair.
Yeah,
exactly. I see a lot of Trey vibes when I watch Steve McNair.
And Randall Cunningham.
And Randall Cunningham too, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I post that question of what you were saying earlier. What
Mhm.
mobile quarterback does Trey Lance resemble most? And I thought about Cam Newton. I was like, yo, who else out there like very identical as far as his body structure, the strength of his arm. You follow what I'm saying?
His
So
his
Yeah.
body structure, I'll get you with that, but
yeah.
and his strength of his arm, but I wouldn't put Mr. Wilson out of the picture either, Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
Because
I would though,
he
because the
got the
agility of
strength.
Russell Wilson is just on
He
another
got
level. It's like I just don't think anybody brings the agility and the scrambling, like to be able to get out of situations where he looks like he's sacked 10 yards behind the line. He comes back around and
Yeah.
he catches Percy Harvin or Tyler Lockett or DJ Metcalf on a post route or something. So he's different. A bigger quarterback can't expect him to be that. It's like if you're watching the NBA dunk contest and All Star week coming up, anyways, and you watch the little guys, they'll make it the same dunk look so much spectacular more because they're smaller. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
smaller quarterbacks gonna make anything look way more spectacular and
Yeah.
probably have a little bit more agility than the bigger
But
quarterback.
Russ, Cam Newton, we probably could get him from
Oh,
Carolina.
we can easily get him.
Yo,
Yeah.
I would love that move, man. I
I
would.
love it if he really is down to like really like take take an understudy role to Trey Lance and kind of like teach him stuff, about life, about being a quarterback in this league.
I can see it.
Okay.
I can see it. I can see it from Kyle, and I can see it from Anthony Lynn. I can see it, no doubt. That's why I like that pick, man. That what
Okay.
hire of Anthony Lynn, because I thought about Cam Newton when we was just talking about who's the best veteran quarterback that could teach and back up Trey Lance. I'm thinking of Cam Newton. What mobile quarterback does Trey Lance resemble most? Cam Newton.
Newton.
And I'm going by his body structure,
Structure.
his mobility, what I mean, his arm, So, and yo, I would like to see that.
It's got to be somebody who can take us to the next level. That's
Shout out to Lawrence. What's up, Playboy?
Hey, Lauren.
Lawrence says definitely agree with Newton and Bridgewater. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Good minds think alike. Yeah, man.
What happened to?
And much, man. Just talking about the daily news and
Yeah.
how we go forward with this team.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Thank you for your comments, Lawrence. Yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
you good, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm just keeping my eye on my son. That's all. Sorry.
Yeah, I got you.
What do you
Sorry,
think about it, Ryan? Cam Newton, Bridgewater.
I'm not a Cam Newton fan. Never was.
Yeah.
Even my wife wasn't either.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Teddy Bridgewater is okay, I guess. I mean, but I don't know. I'm trying to think of a quarterback that might be good for our system. But
Ryan Fitzpatrick, man, I'm telling you,
Patrick, yeah, Ryan Fitzpatrick, he'd be a good one. He'd be a
he
good
put
one.
some big numbers in college.
Miami, when he faced Miami, he killed us in Miami.
I would
Yeah.
say this.
Yep.
And keep it real short. I will get them both.
Okay.
Think about it.
Carry the third quarterback. Would you carry? You'll get them both and carry the third quarterback.
Yeah. I would keep Newton as the third.
But I don't think he would be a third. That's the thing. I just don't think you get him to be a third. He's gonna have better probably offers than third.
Or just swipe it. Then I mean, cut you off, bro. Pardon me. I would just swipe it and have Newton as the second and Kilpatrick as the third. That's what I do. Because I'm just looking at a player, and y'all both hit the nail on the head, man, regarding Kilpatrick and Bridgewater. Bridgewater, I'm kind of like third with it. I'm more Newton and Kilpatrick, but we'll see. Well,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Ryan up there don't like Cam Newton, and his wife never did anyway. But it ain't about who you like. It's about who can take us to the next step.
right.
And right now, we need the person who can take us to the next step if Trey Lance gets hurt.
Yeah. But can you imagine Cam Newton in this system and Kyle Shanahan's system? That's what I'm visioning.
I could see it.
You know? So
I don't know, man. I really don't think he fits the system that much unless they went back to like the RG3 version of Kyle Shanahan's playbook. You know what I mean? He doesn't fit the one we're trying to run with, you know, play action, 7-step drops. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's that. Let me see. How am I gonna say this? That's what they all said about Steve Young too. He didn't fit the system.
That's true.
And bam, look what he did. Take us to Super Bowl.
I don't think they ever said.
It was saying Steve Young ran too much.
But he run his butt off though.
Yeah, exactly.
But
yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So let's talk about this, guys. No, not that one. Pardon me, fellas.
Put it this way, I'll bounce off with all three of his for the quarterback situation. I'm a fan whoever fucking makes us go forward.
That's right.
That's I'm a fan of. Trey Lance, whoever the hell it's going to be. I don't care who it is. So, go ahead, Mark. Yeah, bud.
No problem. What winning team is Jimmy G's destination next season?
I already know 3 teams already. I already know 3 teams already.
Who wants it? I think I already know who it is. But
yeah, Ryan.
The Buccaneers was definitely one of them. That was the first one on the list. Then the Steelers. Then the Broncos. All 3 of them. They're first on the list. They're first on the list. All 3 of them.
Okay, so I'm gonna bounce off you. If the Buccaneers need one, and if I say the Steelers, then the Bucks, but the Broncos too. But if the Broncos get it, we might be able to make an even swap for Teddy Bridgewater. Because they won't need Teddy Bridgewater and Jimmy Garoppolo at the same time.
So we'll get a draft pick with that too. No even swaps on that. We
gotta draft pick. I mean,
yeah.
What team were you just talking about with Teddy Bridgewater? What team is that?
The Broncos.
What number pick do they have in the first round?
I don't know.
That's what I look
at. Steelers have the 20th pick, and there's talk that they might give up the 20th pick for him. So
yeah, that's where you look at. You gotta look at the picks. Whatever picks they land at, that's where you look at.
Yeah, but based on what Jimmy was saying, he wants to go to a winning team. So I agree. I would say Pittsburgh first. Second, I would say Denver. And for the third, you know who I'm thinking? Even though they're not a winning team, the Houston Texans.
Nah.
He was really not one.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like,
what do we know about Deshaun Jackson? Deshaun Watson. What's going on with him?
I don't know.
He'll be on the team this year. Somebody's going to take a low cost move at him. With all the allegations out there. But so if I had to go my 3 teams, I'm not going to do it by what's mostly I think could happen. I'm going to throw out some contrarian ones. It's like I think Raiders have a really good shot at getting
really?
The
Raiders?
Mike McDaniels, hold on. Mike McDaniels from the Patriots. He already knows his system. Yeah. And Mike McDaniels is the head coach of the Raiders now. Okay? Yeah, he just left New England for the Raiders.
Oh, he got it.
Yeah, he got that job. He got that job. So he might be looking for somebody that he knows could run his offense. And Jimmy G fit that offense, that New England offense, more than he ever fit Shanahan's offense. Shanahan never really knew how to unlock Jimmy G. It's the same way that Andy Reid unlocked Alex Smith when he had him, or um, Urban Meyer unlocked Alex Smith when he had him, or Jim Harbaugh unlocked Alex Smith when he had him. Just for instance, they both have the same limitations, but one coach or two coaches, three coaches were able to unlock that guy, whereas Kyle Shanahan never was. So I'm just thinking Mike McDaniels coming from the Raiders, knowing that Jimmy G, and we heard that they were trying to replace Brady with Jimmy G. We heard all the in the windows about that. So I'm thinking Mike McDaniels may want somebody that knows how to run his offense already. This is a complicated offense. But
over Derek Carr?
I don't think he's better than Derek Carr, but I'm just telling you, you never know what somebody's looking for.
No,
Yeah.
He ain't going there.
No.
Okay.
He ain't going. I respect your opinion, bro, but he ain't better than Derek
I'm
Carr.
throwing it as a contrarian. I'm throwing another contrarian view out there, basically. Not saying where I think. That's why I said not where I think it's the most likely to happen. I'm throwing out contrarian view, and then my other contrarian team is Green Bay when Aaron Rodgers moves on.
Okay, let me say this real quick, respectfully and peacefully. I don't think the 49ers is going to trade him to the NFC conference.
Okay.
I think Jimmy is going to be shipped out to the AFC.
Okay.
You follow what I'm saying? And yeah, nah. That's why when y'all mentioned the Buccaneers, in a way, I kind of could see it, but I kind of don't.
I can see it.
I don't know, bro. I can't see the 49ers shipping Jimmy G to the Buccaneers, man. I think they would ship him to stay in the AFC. I mean, that's what I think, but we'll see, man.
You know what I say? Let him go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And then let us get to the Super Bowl and let us beat Pittsburgh for the 6th ring. That's what I say.
Hey, I like that.
Because you know Pittsburgh got 6 rings.
Already got 6 already, yeah.
So let them go to Pittsburgh. Let us both go to the Super Bowl, and let us be the one to beat them for 6 rings.
Yeah, I would
I'm saying that with a Pittsburgh fan in the house.
Right. Shout out Lawrence. Lawrence says, I don't think Jimmy will go to Tampa following Brady. I agree. I can't see it. I can't see it. For one, I can't see the 49ers sending him to an NFC team. I see the 49ers sending him to an AFC team. That's why I agree with Pittsburgh. That's why I agree with Denver. And I think that's why I said Houston. I understand he wants to be on a winning team, but I don't know what other winning team.
I just don't agree that they're worried about him that much. Like, say, we got to see
I know.
Like,
yeah, I agree.
What are you going to do, bro?
Yeah. No, you're right. No, you're right. You're right. Shout out to Lawrence. You're looking with the comment, bro. But yeah, man. Who else? But I don't know. I can't see Jimmy G in the NFC. I can't see it.
Hey Lawrence, I just want to make all the Raider fans mad, man. They was talking all this junk about Jimmy G for the last couple of years. Now, if it's their problem, keep that same energy. You know what I mean?
Okay, watch it there.
Hey, yo, Lawrence. Lawrence said, "Don't send Jimmy out here to Las Vegas."
Yeah,
Lawrence,
keep that same energy.
Yo, Jimmy G is not better than Derek Carr. He ain't on there, bro.
No,
I agree.
Don't worry about it, man. He ain't going out there.
Watch what you say about the Raiders, because that's my second best team.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Can't have 2 teams. Yeah. I agree with the AFC thing for the most part, but I put on Facebook, bring him up if he goes to a team we face next year.
Back in the day, the Raiders were good. They ain't no good now, but
Talking when Madden was the coach, right?
yeah, when Madden was coach, they had Howie Long, and they had all them ones that put the stickum on her skin. Yeah, back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't no good now, but back then they was.
Greatest, but I want them to get Jimmy G though. I want them so they could all that junk they talk now stay problem. I love if they made that move and lost their car in the process. I mean, I'm rooting for it. So
You say you're rooting for it?
oh yeah, oh no doubt I'm rooting for it. Like I want that chaos. So
Oh,
give me that.
okay, I feel you.
Yeah, I'm waking up choosing violence every day. The Raiders to mess up their team.
Yeah. Yo, that battle would be so crazy.
Oh yeah, we played them in Vegas this year, so
Yeah.
it'd be man, and I'm going to that game, so it's gonna be man. I just can't wait to see what they do and how the teams are gonna look. Cause it's gonna be drama
Yeah.
in that game.
Who do we play this year? They got a schedule out yet?
Yeah, but they just don't have the dates. But yeah, we play the Raiders in Vegas this year.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I remember you were saying Jizzle, us getting together. I'm still down with that, man.
Yeah,
So
let's do it.
I'm just letting you know, man. I'm still down with
Okay,
that.
yeah, let's do it. Definitely do that. Let's make we'll have to we'll gradually have more time to talk about it. We'll get our tickets a little bit earlier because it's gonna be a very popular ticket because
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. All right, so check this out. Who do you prefer start at running back next season? Elijah Mitchell or Raheem Mostert?
Moster.
Yeah, I agree.
So I saw a tweet and yeah, oh yeah, definitely, no doubt.
No
Or
doubt.
see you out there. But I saw a tweet this morning talking about and they showed Elijah Mitchell at the Senior Bowl and he ran a 4.36 and they said, does he not look he doesn't look that fast basically. And
Who?
Elijah Mitchell. That's what they're
Oh,
saying. But I say the reason he doesn't is partially because he played with a hurt groin for most of the year. They managed him, and two,
yeah.
he don't have the vision like Moser does. But he's more. He protects the ball better. He takes contact better than Moser. So see, Moser will get to an open spot and take off like a jet, and he uses his speed better. And but both of them have their drawbacks. Both of them can't stay healthy for even 9 games. So I would choose Mitchell just because I know what I'm getting, and he's younger. But I want them both. Why is the both not an option?
Why what?
Why they
Why is
both
both
think?
not an option? I want both of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no doubt. I agree.
Yeah,
A 1-2 punch. I agree. No doubt.
deadly 1-2 punch, especially with Anthony Lynn now in tow now. Maybe that would make Moser want to say, okay. And then we'll have Sermon as a third guy. It's like,
Exactly.
whoa, what are we doing here? Aaron Banks may be taking the next step, and we have this power scheme that nobody can stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I think Jeff Wilson is out of here.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he's out of here, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's out of here. How they gonna use Trey Sermon? I'm not really sure, but Jeff Wilson, I think he's out of here. Hasty, he still might hang in there with the thread. You never know. But I'm looking forward to seeing what they got in store for Trey Sermon. And back to Elijah, man. I'm so proud of him, man. No fumbles at all this season. None. No fumbles.
What are you talking about?
Played with a concussion, a banged up knee, and I think a finger. Yeah, a finger.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was hurt, bro.
That's why I said he played hurt, so that's why you can't judge his speed. Because at the beginning of the year, he was looking way faster than he was looking down the stretch.
Right, but I'm referring this past Sunday. I think he was hurt, man.
Mm-hmm.
Cause remember I was telling you what was odd for me when Kyle used Debo twice to run the ball for starters, and that's what bugged me out. I was like, and Elijah Mitchell, he wasn't even on the field, so I was like, yo, what's going on? You know, and Trent Williams, he was playing with a grade 2 high ankle sprain. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, he did his best, but he didn't look his best. You know
No,
what I'm
he
saying?
did.
He allowed like 4 pressures off his side, and he never does that.
Yeah. Well, Wilson's a free agent, so we don't have to cut him. He's a free agent. He just, he's going to shop. But I agree with you, Jizzle, that I would definitely start Raheem and follow up with Elijah and that 1-2-3 punch with Trey Sermon. Lawrence said Raheem needs to take a further pay cut.
Well, I honestly think he is going to end up happening because, like, he hasn't been playing much in the last couple of years. So you're going to have to come cheaper when you come to the negotiation table. You know what I mean? So I think it could be a blessing in disguise. Maybe he didn't play this year, and we also see the missed impact that we missed from having a guy like him that could take it to the house on any play, like explosive. So
Yeah,
I'd rather have them both ideally. So we'll see what happens.
Gotcha. Yeah. Ryan.
Sorry, man. Sorry. Got you.
That's your question.
Yeah, Raheem needs to take a further pay cut. All depends how much a pay cut it is. I'm sure whatever he takes, it's up to him and his agent to take it. So we were lucky to keep him for another year because of the pay cut that he took from whoever was in the room with him. This was Kyle or Jed or of course Lynch. But I don't know who was in there with them. So unless it was a phone call, I want to keep him. Hell yeah, I do. But
I think he's coming back.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing too. But
I think he's coming back. I think Chuck said it earlier. It's based on like a proven season, like pretty much just like that was my man name. A cornerback.
Oh, Keywan Williams?
No, other one.
Jason Verrett?
Yeah. It's like prove it season. Matter of fact, this season was supposed to be his prove it season. Y'all remember?
Yeah.
So it's like
prove it again.
Being that Ross Dwelly is a free agent, do we bring him back? Do y'all want him back?
I saw some other free agents. Evan Ingram's a free agent that tied in Njoku, David Njoku. That's a lot of upside with that. Everett from played for the Seahawks last year, played previously for the Rams. Some of those guys have some athletic attributes like that we were getting when we had, and it was only for a brief moment, but when we had Jordan Reed and Kittle on the same time, you started seeing some of those two tight end sets that nobody could guard because you had two dynamic route runners at the tight end position. You know who was going to be the inline blocker and who was going out for the route. They're both going out for the route. So I would like to get an athletic tight end on the other side of Kittle that can block. Njoku would be great.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But that's the thing, man. To me, the second best out of our tight end core, I always thought Dwelly was our best. He rarely drops a pass. I just think, you know what I think? I think he needs to work on his run blocking. That's what I think.
And plus, Kittle's trying to get the ball so because he has spotlight. He's getting the bag. He's got the bag. That's why.
Say that again.
He's He's got the bag. That's why they're trying to get the ball to him a lot. That way he'll earn his keep.
Yeah,
You know?
but Kittle, he wasn't getting the ball a lot this season.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
That's
because
what I mean.
I think Kittle was playing through an injury that we don't really know. You follow? But yo, I like Dwelly though. I like Dwelly better than Warner to me. You know, I just think that I think it was his blocking. Lawrence said, do you all think Embry was let go because he hasn't developed anyone but Kittle?"
Mhm.
I don't know. That I would say this. Lawrence, I don't know, bro. I really don't know. I would tell you this. That one right there was a shocker. That was a shocker for me. That's all I can say about that one, man. You know, that was a shocker. I mean, honestly, it's a possibility. Maybe they wasn't developed the way Kittle was, or maybe they wasn't as hungry as Kittle was. You follow what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it could be both, or it could be all of above. I really don't know. I really don't know. Chuck, what you think? What you think?
I don't know. I'm like you. I don't know. I was like, I like Kittle. I think Kittle is our main tight end, and don't know what's going to happen. I would like to have two tight ends that can do the same thing as Kittle can do. That would
Chuck,
be nice.
Lawrence is mentioning. Do we think that Embry, the tight end coach,
Mm-hmm.
asking, do we think that the tight end coach was fired because he hasn't developed anyone but Kittle? So the tight
That
end.
could have been.
It's probably what it has to be because tight ends wasn't the reason we lost the game or we didn't advance. And
No, it could be. It could be, and it could be not. But Jizzle, if you're gonna say that, then it brings us back. You said tight ends weren't the reason we lost the game.
mm-hmm.
Then that brings us all the way back to how did we lose the game? That brings us back to that question. With
How we lost the game is irrelevant to Embry being let go. But,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So
so
I think it's just basically I think they knew that kind of like there's going to be an offensive coordinator shuffling. And so basically, he can hold that assistant coach, position because somebody that you're recruiting is going to need to. That's how you entice them, give them that prestige at that position. So I think it had more to do with that
Yeah.
than anything.
Let me share this with my brothers on the panel and also Lawrence that asked the question. I was listening to Grant Cohn again earlier this morning. He was talking to Rob. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I don't want to mess up his last name. But anyway, Grant Cohn was saying that Embry, his contract was up this season
Mm-hmm.
to the point that when he went to them regarding, I guess, extension, that's when they offer him a 60%, I think it's 60% pay cut, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think Grant Cohn was saying like how it was kind of like a smack in the face, you know. And I mean, I really don't know in regards to this question. I'm only assuming. I mean, I like Dwelly. I mean, I don't really know why he hasn't been on the field as much, but
As much
go to
that
bed.
he really been on the field much.
When he does be on the field, he needs to block better. And I think this is what I think. I just think that's probably like one thing about tight ends and wide receivers regarding Kyle wants you to block.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it's very important for you to block. So
Mm-hmm.
games that I've seen Dwelly come on the field is normally regarding him blocking. I haven't seen for a while. I haven't seen. I think since when there was a time when Kittle was out. I think last year. I haven't really seen any design plays for Dwelly on the offensive side to receive the ball. So
You think we'll see that now that Trey Lance is in there?
As far as
Receiving the ball.
to Dwelly?
Yeah, to whoever, yeah.
Well, to anybody, yeah, absolutely, man.
I mean to
the playbook, Chuck.
to Dwelly, maybe,
Ryan,
yeah.
Lawrence, and to those that are watching, God bless you. Yo, the playbook is going to be open.
Yeah.
I have no doubts about that. None.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is, are we patient enough to wait to see when it be open? That's the thing. And I'm patient enough. So my thing, again, when trade starts, we got to also remember, like, yo, we got to just watch him grow, man. We got to watch him grow. And that's what I'm willing to do. Watch him grow. And along with that, expect the unexpected, because he's gonna perform miracles on that field. That's my humble opinion.
Yeah. Plus, you got to accept all the goods and the bads that are coming with Trey Lance next year.
That's
no
part
matter
of
what.
growth.
Yep, that's part of growth.
And
that's part of starting up and getting your team going. So I'm excited for it. I really am. So.
And that's why I think Cam Newton is probably the best veteran that can back him up, man. And
Maybe.
we gotta remember, what was that? Super Bowl 50? Yo, Cam Newton went to the Super Bowl. And I was in our stadium. You know what I mean? So he was almost there.
Here's a question for you guys, the whole panel. Here's a question for the whole panel and all the people. Are 3 people are watching.
Yeah, you can take that down.
All right.
What?
Yeah.
You guys know who you want. What guy you don't want to be a quarterback or a backup quarterback? I mean, to Trey Lance, who you don't want to be a quarterback to us.
What's his name? The redhead that played for the Bengals. I don't want him.
Andy Dalton?
No, I don't want him. Nope. No.
Nope. I can't think of anybody, yo.
I can't really think of anybody I don't want. Well,
yeah, I can't.
Winston's a free agent, but I mean, I think Shanahan would make him look all right. It's not like I would hate it, but he wouldn't be one of my picks. So he's a free agent as well.
Who?
Jameis Winston.
Who?
Jameis Winston.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't mind him.
I wouldn't mind him either. Like, I think Kyle Shanahan system he'd be better in. So
yo, this is news to me.
Mm-hmm.
He's not signing with the Saints.
They extended Taysom Hill.
I remember that, but I'm saying they didn't add me. See, you said shock me too. Yo, I didn't know that. So they didn't keep Winston?
They still can if they want to. I mean,
yo, let's go back to Jimmy G real quick. Could you imagine if Jimmy G go there?
It's a possibility. It could be the Saints. Yeah. Because they're going to do right by him. How you were saying they'll only trade him to the AFC? I don't think so. I think they're going to do right by him and try to put him in a position where he can win, even if he's our competitor.
being that you said that, Jizzle, that's the only team in the NFC I can see Jimmy G going to because the 49ers, they a standard team. They will take care of their players. You know, that's the only team in the NFC. I heard y'all talking about the Buccaneers. I can't see that. But
Pittsburgh, I see.
Well, I know, but some of y'all were saying Buccaneers because they're in the NFC.
Right.
And I was saying earlier, Chuck, I can't see the 49ers shipping Jimmy G to an NFC team. But being that Jizzle was mentioning Winston, I was like, yo, I thought he was still with the Saints. I know about Hill, but Hill to me don't really look like that number one quarterback. You know what I mean?
Well, now that Sean Payton's out, he probably won't even be. That was Sean Payton's project, and now he's gone.
Right.
But they signed him to a deal, though, so he's still on the team. So I don't know what they're going to do and how they're going to work that out. New management, new coach might want to bring in Jimmy G. You know what I mean?
Yo, for Jimmy, I think the lowest we may get for him is a 3rd round pick.
Oh, that's definitely the lowest.
Yeah, I'm fine with that though. I'm fine with that.
I'm with that too.
Especially what he's been doing.
Yeah.
So nobody would take a second or third or first or second round pick for him. No way.
Yeah.
I'll be very surprised if we get one. I'll be very surprised.
You know, another place I'm gonna throw this out there. Another place he might go. I don't know if he's gonna go, but they're not a winning team. They're a losing team, but he wants to go to a winning team. But the Jets.
No, but he emphasized on his exit speech.
Jets need a quarterback.
He wanted to go to a winning situation.
Yeah, he did.
And I believe he has a veto power as far as his trades. And the Niners aren't going to do that. John Lynch and stand-up guys are going to, he did right by them and been professional the whole time. They're not going to just cast him off to whoever gives the highest bid.
Can you brothers see him going back home?
To New England?
No.
No. They got the rookie in place, so no.
Now, I don't know if he's a free agent this year now or he's got a contract. I wouldn't mind having him if he's a free agent. Nick Foles. I like
Nick Foles.
Yo, I like
an
Nick
Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
He's not an Eagle no more. Right now, he's a Bear.
No, he's a Bear.
No.
Yeah, he's a Bear.
He when he went in the concussion protocol, that's when they brought in what's his name? Justin Fields, I guess. Yeah, Justin Fields.
Yo, is Nick Foles a free agent?
I don't know. That's why I asked you guys. I thought you guys knew. That's the reason why I asked you
I
guys.
don't know.
I won't mind not having Nick Foles. I won't mind having him. I would take Nick Foles or Ryan Fitzpatrick.
That's my favorite.
Ryan Fitzpatrick killed us in Miami. He killed us.
Just who said it?
Ryan killed us.
Cam Newton. Anyway.
Cam
Newton
or Teddy Bridgewater?
Yeah, Nick Foles and Ryan Fitzpatrick. I won't mind having.
So give me some Fitz magic. Yeah, but we do need a quarterback that, like, if Trey Lance got hurt, that could come in.
Who was the Steelers' backup of Brandon Roethlisberger?
Oh, hold on, I'll find out.
Oh, the guy from that used to play for the Redskins.
Lois, who's your backup quarterback?
Nick Foles. He's on the contract with the Bears.
I said he's not a free agent. Yeah,
Mason Randolph.
Ooh.
Randolph.
Do you think Jimmy G's better than Randolph?
Yes.
He might go Steelers then.
Mason Randolph. He's the one that got hit in the head by the guy from the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah,
with the helmet.
Yeah, I remember that. Shout out to Lawrence. Lawrence says someone on Facebook just asked if or should we retire Jimmy's jersey. The jokes have begun.
Yes. You know why? Because I don't want no more 49ers wear number 10.
Why?
I'm done with 10.
10 was good for Eli Manning.
10 was good.
for
But for
Eli
the Niners,
Manning.
How long have you been in 49ers for?
I said 10 was good for Eli Manning.
I know, but
Yeah,
So,
Niners,
over.
I'm talking about
so
Niners.
I'm talking about Niners. Only Niners. I don't want
So-
number 10 anymore in any of our jerseys. None of them.
I don't know. 10. So who would color what number you want him to be? Well, Trey Anson number 5, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I wouldn't mind if somebody doesn't use 10 again. I mean, I don't have nothing against Jimmy G did his thing, but I feel like
Would you let anybody wear number 7 again?
yeah, why not?
That's
All
something
right. I'm gonna be real right here, and I'm just this don't have to do with the 49ers, but I'm gonna be real right here. If anybody's seen this, I don't know if anybody's seen it, but in where was it? Oh, the Vikings was going to take Jim Harbaugh for coach.
They were not.
Jim Harbaugh, no, they were, but Jim
Mhm.
Harbaugh said he wasn't going unless they could get Colin Kaepernick. Who I personally, I don't think Colin Kaepernick. I think he has a different opinion than everybody else, obviously, but I think he did okay for our team.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no doubt.
I mean, who are you going to hate him because he has a different opinion? Then that's, I don't know. I think he did good for our team. Would you take him back?
Not now because he's too old and been out the league too long, but I would have. And I mean, him in his prime is better than Jimmy G in his prime.
That's true.
My answer is no on that one.
What?
Sacker pick? No. I don't want a sacker pick.
No, I'm a second pick. Yeah. And plus, I mean, him as a teammate was overrated because he took Alvin Smith's girl and caused a lot of situations behind the scenes.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
I was thinking about what you said earlier, Jizzle. You don't think Shark coming back?
I hope he does. I'm still wanting him to stay, but I'm just saying, in this division, you're going to be defining how you guard Cooper Cup. And the last time couple times, the time he just got was a big pivotal game, and
I ain't like that matchup anyway. I don't know why they had him anyway by himself.
Well, he used to cover Cooper Cup really well. He's known for doing it. Even and I don't know why we didn't switch to Jimmy Ward because Jimmy Ward's known for doing it as well, guarding him as a nickel. I mean, somebody has to guard him, and that's where And Kevon Williams is now like 32 years old. You want to invest more in on him, not even knowing if he's getting a little long in the tooth to guard Cooper Cup, because that's one thing we got to get figured out. Not stop him per se, but slow him down to where we can, take control of the game.
Well, that's what I'm also saying. Like early in the game, we went away from slowing him down. It was double him. But against Shark, he wasn't doubled at all. That's why I was like, yo, where's the help at? And that's what was bothering me, man. And I agree with you. Yeah, Shark, he's been doing good. However, Cooper Cup height and his speed, Shark wasn't catching up with him, man. He wasn't, And
yeah, but on that I'll say one thing.
What up?
Cooper Cup, Odell Beckham, and
Robert Woods.
I'm not going to say this.
Robert Woods, they're going to have him back next year too.
I'm not going to say Robert Woods, but Odell Beckham, Cooper Cup are going to get their yards. no matter if you can slow them down, you ain't going to stop them. They just going to get what they got to get. That's just their play. It's just like when we had Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice got what he needed. You could slow him down. You may contain him a little bit, but he going to get what he going to get.
Well, that's what we're talking about. We want them, and it was containing them early. Mm-hmm. But that's what we were saying about Tart. He missed that coverage. He was late.
Well, what you call was stopped 2 in the early game, but after halftime, it just seemed like he was just right in there before Jimmy Garoppolo. Aaron Donaldson, he was stopped. We had him shut down the first half. The second half, after he did that little speech to whatever his teammates, he was right in there after Jimmy Garoppolo. He was putting the pressure on. So you know.
Yeah. So
that's
Yeah.
That so he really didn't stop him. He just contained him.
Right.
That's what we want to do. That's all you could expect from a really great player. You cannot stop really greatness. You only can hope to contain it and bottle it and cage it for as long as it takes for you to take back control of the situation. And I don't think anybody's out there thinking that they could go ahead and draft a Cooper Kupp stopper or one of these great Devontae Adams stoppers. Those are the top echelon elite receivers. So I just want somebody that if I'm investing in a position, I want somebody that could just make them work for everything. You know what I mean? And,
exactly.
Maybe that's Keywan Williams. Maybe that's we go and address it in free agency and get Stephon Gilmore or something like to that nature. Depends how much they want to spend. Get the guy that he's going to shadow Cooper Kupp and make it tough on him so we can win the game.
Yeah. Let's touch up on Aaron Banks. What y'all think?
I think he was drafted to play with Trey Lance and just as well as Sermon. And I think now we'll probably be able to fairly judge him because Aaron Banks is not the kind of guy that's for Jimmy G. He's not the best pass blocker. He's more of a mauler, guy. And Jimmy G's a statue back there. So you want your faster, shiftier.
Hello? Yeah.
You're good.
You good, Chuck? Yeah. Do you now? Is it a possibility we might taken and move Aaron Banks to left guard?
Oh, and let Thomason go? I hope not.
I know.
Do not let Lake Thomason go.
No.
Lake Thomason and Williams got that special bond.
Yeah.
That's what I said earlier. I'm just.
I know. I'm just saying my thoughts about it.
Because isn't Aaron Banks a left guard, right?
Yeah, but he can play both. He played both at. Not only did he play both at Notre Dame, but he also played tackle as well. So he's. Okay. So here's the thing. The more thing I see more likely is, we re-sign Laken Tomlinson. Aaron Banks slides to the right guard, and Jaylen Brown possibly takes over from McGlinskey. If they were to explore some trade options, he would, or he would just be the swing tackle. But McKivitz too is kind of being a swing tackle as well on the other side, more prominently left tackle. But yeah, I feel that.
So you wouldn't bring Compton back because he's a free agent?
No, I mean if you could bring him back cheap, but here's the thing though, it's we got Brunskill who could also back that up. He's kind of been our Aaron Donald stopper, and you invested a high pick, second round pick in Aaron Banks. You kind of gotta see if you can get him up to speed. So I don't know, man. It's hard to say. But Compton's really good at tackle, replacing McGlinskey. And if we can But McGlinchey's going to be back, and he's more athletic, and I don't know, man. That's a hard one, though.
Because Compton, he's really good at run blocking.
Yeah.
Pass blocking.
But McGlinchey's even better than him at run blocking, but pass blocking is his weakness.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so it's a hard one.
Yeah, it is. Now, I'm curious what Alex Mack going to do. Is he going to return or is he going to retire?
We need one more year out of him, and I would like to. That's why I've been looking at this draft, trying to secure that backup guy that we can move him to play center.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
We need to touch up that inside line. That's something better. Touch it, you know what I mean, and make sure that we're really strong on offensive line. That's going to be, especially with a young quarterback, you want to have to make sure that all they have to worry about is just reading the progressions, not have to worry about the pass direction.
Yeah.
So I guess my general picks of the draft are probably going to be center, corner, and I want to say a linebacker, but we got Warner. We got what about their contract? I think they're good on the contracts, right? I know Warner. I know Warner's good. Warner's good. He is. I know he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I agree with what Jizzle said earlier in the show about defensive end. I will get another defensive end.
I would definitely want to get one too.
And have Samson, rotate with that defensive end. So with the draft, even though I'm not really like into like the draft, but I know that I will look for a defensive end, a cornerback, a center, a safety, and a wide receiver. What's that, 4 or 5 that I picked? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Definitely got to make sure the secondary is upgraded as well too.
Yeah.
Somebody's spot is going to probably be taken with another youngster, a more athletic, rangy kind of guy. Imagine if we had safeties that help behind our corners better. You know what I mean? That we had an elite safety like a Mika Fitzpatrick or one of those guys that,
I don't know. Here's a Ryan, Chuck. I don't know why, but I don't know why I see Hufanga in strong safety.
Could be.
I don't know why I can picture it. It's like, he got speed. He could tackle. Like what else do you want besides that? Really good coverage, But like we said, I would like to have Tart back. However, if things don't work out, I would like for them to move Hufanga back there with Ward.
Yeah, that's what they got him as an insurance policy. So
I don't know how fast Hufanga is because Tart is fast.
Like 4.6 or 4.7.
Because Tart is fast, yo. Tart is fast. I think
Tart's faster than Hufanga.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I know. Trust me. I think Tart was probably the 3rd or 4th fastest player on the team. He was up there. He's up there. But
who we're missing that we missed out on this year with Achilles injury was
Achilles?
Yeah, safety. Ran 4.3 speed. Oh my gosh.
With the 49ers?
Yeah.
Achilles.
This was on my tip of my tongue too. Yeah. Tavarius Moore. Remember, we drafted him to be a corner.
Yeah, he got knocked out of the first season.
Yeah, he got knocked out in the beginning of the season. Tavarius Moore. Very fast.
Got all about him, man. Yeah,
we can use him this year. Like just having that rangy speed at backing up your corners, knowing if they have over the top coverage, you have a guy that's 4.3 could close on plays.
Yeah.
It would have been really nice to have that. So I'm hoping and cautiously optimistic that he can be something this year.
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, healthy.
Healthy, yeah.
Yeah, and available. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, before we had Lance, we had 3 in a row defensive ends. We had Bosa, Kinlaw, and I know there's another guy, but I just can't remember his name. Top of my head.
Chip Kelly was an offensive guy. Oh,
Yeah.
before, yeah.
So let me ask my brothers this in the favor that are watching. DJ Jones, that's a must.
Mm-hmm.
Arden Key, is that a must?
Yeah, I like him.
I would say it is, but I don't know. I would, just depends what the price tag is. But you want to keep those, guys like that,
Let me reword the question. Would you take Arden Key over Charles?
Charles Amino?
Yeah.
Well, Charles Amino, we still got him under contract for another year, so we do.
Oh,
Arden Key, yeah, but it will come down to Arden Key over Kinlaw is what the problem would be, because Arden Key didn't take off to use him at D tackle, so you got all these guys rotating at the same spot, and the question is how many of these D tackles you need, and
but Kittle, Key, Arden Key wasn't used in the middle.
yes, he was. That's what they were using him. Yeah, they started using him as a D tackle. He wasn't even a DN anymore. Yeah, that's what they were using him. They called it the NASCAR position, 3 tech in the NASCAR formation.
I thought he was rotating with Jordan Willis.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, base downs. Sometimes he would be maybe at a DN on base downs when we were in our regular 4-3. But all 60-something% of the time you're a nickel, and that's where they moved him inside. And he'll rotate with Armstead and DJ Jones.
Gotcha.
That's how you see those sacks. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Arden Key, man.
I like him. I want to keep everybody.
Yeah, especially the D line.
They will find a way to do it.
Yeah.
They will.
Special, man. Special.
Shout out to John V. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Right. What up, John? Shout out to John. What up, John V?
Yep. Willis was rotating outside, yeah, but Arden Key got moved, and that's when the defense started taking off, when they had all these guys in the middle putting in work.
Yeah.
What's good?
Yeah. I love exactly, man.
Yeah, I don't want to give none of them up, man. It's just like, I know what they're probably gonna be thinking though. They got high hopes for Javon Kinlaw, and he's been upset with a couple of injuries that he's had that's really been setbacks, for most of the time. And what if they feel like DJ Jones is expendable, knowing they have Kinlaw coming in? I hope they don't do that, but you always got to keep that in mind, especially with the draft capital.
I agree with you, John. DJ Jones, definitely love him more, man. Appreciate him more. I believe he'll be back. DJ Jones,
You have to.
I think Arden Key will be back. Yo, listen. I think Kinlaw is gonna come back with a vengeance, man.
Okay.
I that's what I think, man. I think he's gonna come back with a vengeance. I would like to see him line up right next to Armstead in the middle. That's what I would like to see.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. And I also like to see him to slim down just a little bit more. Kinlaw,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Take some pressure off that knee.
Exactly. See, you're already in my thoughts. Yeah.
All right.
our defensive line is gonna be nice, man. You know, it's gonna be nice. We're gonna be fine, man. Our front four, we're gonna be nice. We're gonna be fine, man. Yeah, no doubt.
He did.
B said, I think Arden Key fell in love with the culture. Yeah. And he
Definitely.
always says it. He always says it, man.
Yeah. It's like coming from the Raiders and then coming to the Niners is probably like a cultural shock almost, to where he was like, man, the way people go to bat for each other over here versus what he obviously was seeing over there as far as like chemistry wise. And he's not the only player that says this. Like, even players on their way out, you could take Richard Sherman, for instance, and he talked about the different cultures where between here and Seattle. So it just goes to show you. And he has no reason to lie now because he's going to play for the team.
You know what Samson and Arden Key said, and they both was on different teams. He said when Samson was with the Rams and Arden Key was with the Raiders, they was taught to think on the play. They both said different times of the presser, since they came to the 49ers, they were just taught to attack the quarterback. That's it. Just attack. You know, so it wasn't a fundamental thing with them. You feel what I mean?
Yeah.
And when they both said it at different times, I was like, yo, that's what's up. You know, because every scheme is different, you know. So when they were saying that they was taught to attack the quarterback, oh man, all gas, no brakes. Hey man, you wouldn't want it anyway.
No.
So that goes back to what I was saying when Chuck was talking about the draft picks. I think, matter of fact, I think it was Ryan that said it. I think they will probably get another defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that.
It would unlock the whole line when you got these guys coming from the middle and then you got Bosa on the other end. Mm-hmm. It's just pick your poison. You can't really key in on anybody.
Yeah. And Nick Bosa was asked about, I think he was asked about the players on the line, and he mentioned Samson. He said he's starting to get the scheme. And he was pretty much saying the sky's the limit for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our defensive line is going to be one of the keys going forward, as far as like we're going to have a top 5 defense, a top 5 running game. Yeah. You know what I mean? Potentially a top 5 to 10 passing game. Yeah. And now we won't be inhibited by the quarterback, as far as like, not to put too much pressure on Trey Lance. He'll make his fair share of mistakes being a new quarterback, but there's the upside of the plays that he would make, like versus Jimmy Garoppolo, who leaves a lot of meat on the bone as far as making big impact plays. You know what I mean? So I believe that the plays he might make that go against us will be counteracted by the plays that he makes that not many quarterbacks probably will have the talent to be able to make. So,
right. Wow.
Yeah, sorry, fellas. I've been in and out here. I'm sorry.
So the expectations is really high for our team, man. Really high.
Yeah.
Really high, man.
You're going to see some people that say NFC Championship or bust just because we made it the NFC with Jimmy G. So, I mean, I don't even really envy the pressure that Trey Lance is going to have coming into this year. Like, you know what I mean? It's going to be a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? It's going to be a lot of people, because Jimmy G had his fans too. We know that, not just in the locker room, but his fanboys on Twitter and everything. And they're going to be ready to dump on Trey Lance at any moment's notice. Like, if he's, off to a slow.
That's why we got to support him, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We gotta meet that balance. You know what I mean? So that's, hey, as long as we do our part, Hey man, we always faithful, man. So
Yeah.
just gotta do our part. You know, and when when you're the faithful, you're supposed to represent, the name of that jersey that's in the front. Cause you got 40.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, but I mean, hey man, everybody has their own little personal, you know.
I
Some
think it's like people draw a line in the sand, and it's for many different reasons. That's those you know they'll say you're a running quarterback, and I don't even know how you define that because there are two different kind of running quarterbacks. There's running backs that take off, like Lamar Jackson. They're looking to run first and pass second, and then there's a multitude of guys like Mahomes, Josh Allen, um,
keep the play alive.
keep the play alive. Roethlisberger in his prime is a perfect example. Where they're just looking to run to just find you. You only can cover a guy so long. You know what I mean? And after about the first 4 seconds, receivers are coming off their routes, jumping off their routes, and playing backyard ball. So you're just catching somebody lacking in the boundary. So I feel like Trey Lance is the latter. I feel like he's a run and throw quarterback, and so it's just funny how some people try to lump him in with Colin Kaepernick and say, "Oh, he's just looking to," because Colin Kaepernick, I believe, was a run first quarterback. You know what I mean? Especially coming out the pistol, and Greg Roman used him in the pistol as well when he came to the NFL. So um, I feel like different. He gets lumped in with Lamar Jackson and the Cam Newton, and I feel like he's a lot more to his game than that.
Yeah, man. What you think, Chuck? You got what's your expectations?
I think I think we're gonna be good, but just put this defensive line, and if you could have this defensive line with, remember Dana Stubblefield and Brian Young?
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine what we could have been if we had them two and this defensive line, and Bosa and Trey, or all the defensive line. Just imagine what we could do. Because Brian Young was real. Him and Dane Stubblefield were a beast.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they were. They were. I mean, Stubblefield had a 15 sack season.
Just imagine what we could do if we get a defensive line like that.
That's why I said earlier, could you imagine Kinlaw and Armstead in the middle with that height?
It would be good.
You got the height in the middle. You got Nick Bosa on the left side, and you got Samson on the right side. Yo, or you got Jordan Willis on the right side. Because he's still on contract with us, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So,
yeah, that would be awesome.
Jordan Willis got speed.
Yeah,
and he has height too, right?
6'6", yeah.
Yo, man. Okay, the defensive line, I think we all agree we're not worrying about the defensive line.
No.
It's just a secondary. It's just a secondary.
Secondary and the safeties. Safeties,
Secondary.
Yeah. What's up, Ryan?
What's up?
Yeah, I'm just trying to show you guys something real quick. I found.
What's up?
Real quick. I might have to share it to my my messenger and show you guys on the share screen. I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. See what you guys think about it too. I'm right there with you guys. Okay, should be on there now.
Yo, being that you doing that, I don't know if y'all seen my tweet earlier. I asked the faithful, and I'm gonna ask my brother that's on the panel. In your opinion, what grade would you give the Niners for an amazing turnaround season?
Uh,
Go ahead,
B
Joe.
B plus.
B plus? Chuck?
Good. Yeah, Chuck.
I don't know. They were pretty bad last year.
No,
Season. This
you
season.
said the turnaround from
This-
3 and 5.
This year,
Yeah, this year turnaround.
Yeah.
I'll give them just an A.
Hey.
An A.
Shout out to John V. John V said B. What's
Okay,
up?
I would
stay
give-
with me. B plus for me.
Yeah,
I would
what's
give
up?
them A plus if they made the Super Bowl, but
Yeah. What did you say, Ryan?
B plus.
I agree. I have B plus as well.
For me, it would have went to an A if we could have got Trey Lance in just a little bit more development. You know what I mean? And you would have been killing two birds with one stone. Like you got you got a hand in now and a hand in the future. You know what I mean? But it's not like he's going into next year just completely brand new. So I guess it'll work out.
I like that.
My wife sent that to me last night.
Oh yeah, I got that in my phone. I had that for months. But what's up? What's your question, bro?
Yeah, I just want you guys what you think about what the helmet and everything if they ever went to that one.
It's cool.
It's
I
nice.
like it.
It's cool. I never really. I like the black jerseys with the red numbers, but I never really been a fan of adding black into our jersey besides that jersey. But the helmet kind of goes, but it goes because the visors. They don't even allow you to wear the dark visor. So,
but you know what? I agree with you, Jizzle. I like the black jerseys. I just like the gold shadow behind the red.
Right.
Why? When you're watching the game, you can't even see their names on the jersey. You follow me? It's like a blur. You follow?
Mm-hmm.
But of course, when you're up close, they look great, But that gold trim outside, that the red looks great. It looks great. But yeah, I mean the helmet is dope. However, I think I sent y'all a couple of months ago what the 49ers are thinking about going with. They think about going with the red helmet, with the all red helmet that they wore back in 1955. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about or don't remember, Google the jerseys. Matter of fact, the alternate jerseys that we wore this season, this is the jerseys they was wearing back in 1955 with the all red helmet with no logo. It's an all red helmet with no logo, with a silver stripe in the middle going down. Now that's one thing I'm not feeling. I'm not feeling the silver stripe. You feel what I mean? And I think what they might do, because matter of fact, I think I told y'all this upcoming season that's going to start in September, they said all 32 teams can have an alternate helmet. Being that Ryan brought up the helmet, now he got me talking about helmets. So, yeah. So that's what the 49ers are looking at. For me, I would like the all white helmet to match the white pants and the white numbers. That's just me. John V said, I just want to know what happened. Why did we start off so,
I mean, we all knew that the team was underperforming while we were watching it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I remember being at the Arizona game. We lost to Colt McCoy and the Cardinals JV offense. And just knowing that we weren't playing up to our standards. And I think it's from like a multitude of reasons. Is one of the biggest reasons is, and Kyle Shanahan would deny this, but when the team saw that there was two quarterbacks in the room, it's natural human nature for players in the locker room to pick sides. And Shanahan wasn't just at first saying, "Hey, this is my guy. This is my guy." He's kind of playing both things. And for a while, you even saw Trey Lance come in on certain situations during the game, and they were sharing the duties. And it wasn't until I think Shanahan picked Jimmy G, saying this is my starter for the rest of the season, that the team kind of took off and said, "Okay, we got to rally behind Jimmy G and see if we can get that ring for him."
But you know what I think, man, and I said it before. I just think two things, and I hope this answers your question, John V, and also to my brothers on the panel and to the favor that watch. I just think two things: they wasn't doing their job, and they wasn't executing the plays. I mean, it's simple. They know the scheme. I mean, they were healthy at times. You follow me? I just think it was just two Jules. I just think it was just those two things that they didn't capitalize on their job and executing the play, just like how me and you was peacefully pushing back on that Green Bay game. How I was saying that I would do that all over again. And you were saying, I'm paraphrasing, you were saying that that's too much time, which I peacefully disagree. I was thinking, hey, that's fine. You supposed to execute that. There was no reason why we lost that damn game. None. None, bro. None. Think about it. So the games that we lost, they put themselves in that situation to lose those games.
Yeah.
And think about it. And also, what really took a toll is when they lost that Cardinal game. That's when things really, when they start really looking at each other like, yo, man, really? So, and again, like we discussed Monday night, it was a great turnaround at the right moment, So, and that's why when we was talking, I had to magnify that Houston Texan game, because if we lost that game when
It's
Jimmy
over.
hurt, our season was over. So,
Mm-hmm.
no, man. So we gotta say kudos to Trey Lance, man.
Yeah.
Good job. John
I
V.
agree with John B just said. The quarterback controversy bled into the whole team's chemistry. It's like, because Shanahan, remember, his whole plan was to kind of run the two quarterback thing. And what made him stray from that plan, he saw that by him doing that, you're leaving the door open for controversy, where people can't fully rally or ratify behind the guy that's the guy. You know what I mean? There has to be a guy, you know what I mean, for the team to rally around a guy. And so I believe he changed mid-course and said, okay, called a pump fake, called an audible on the whole strategy of doing the double quarterback thing. And it divided the locker room. And I think he should have just, from the jump, you had training camp and all this time to see where you were at as far as who's going to do it. And I think that's probably what cost us maybe a couple wins, Green Bay and Arizona, particularly.
Right. Right. Well,
what's your favorite fun? I know if you're going over the questions now, but
no, we're good.
yeah.
I would just say this. I'm glad, just to piggyback on what Jill just said. One, respect to what John V was saying. I don't think it divided the locker room. I really don't. I think otherwise. Again, I'm still sticking with it. Listen, they signed a contract. They're supposed to do their job, man. And plays. It don't matter who's on the field. Yeah, put your personal feelings aside. When you sign that contract, Just like I'm pretty sure they probably don't want to talk to those reporters when they're at the presses. You sign that contract, you got a job to do. Whether you win or lose, you got to stand in front of all those cameras and answer those questions. Whether those questions are beneficial or not beneficial, you got to do your job. So I understand, and I will always respect people's opinion. Along with that, I don't think the locker room was divided. I just think they did not do their job and they did not execute. No doubt, John V. John V said, "Thank you. My thoughts exactly, bro. Appreciate you. One love, man." But what I want to say is, I'm just glad that, and Kyle said it. Kyle said it, whether the faithful believe it or not. He said, and I'm paraphrasing. Kyle said when he was doing that two-way quarterback switch, it was messing with him. It was messing with his rhythm. You feel what I'm saying? So with that said, I'm just glad that Kyle stuck with Jimmy G, being that Jimmy G wasn't available last year when we had a 6-10 record, when Jimmy G looked horrible, when we got blown out by the Dolphins last year, which was left a bad taste in my mouth. Even they said Jed York had left the damn stadium. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they were saying, that he left the damn stadium. But I'm just glad Kyle had made the decision to stick with Jimmy, and look how things turned out, man. Look how things turned out, So I mean, my final thoughts. Let me read what my brother John V said. I agree, Mark. I do, but Jimmy had his favorites. That's true. And the younger fellas, including Ayuk, are on the trade train. Yeah. And what's so funny, John V and my brothers on the panel and the faithful that watching. It's so easy for us to say that, and I say that respectfully and peacefully. Jimmy G had his favorites. But damn it, why would you overthrow your favorites? If I'm your favorite, throw that ball in between my numbers. Don't be throwing that ball over my head.
He's not trying to overthrow those guys, though. You know what I mean? And
we know that, but what I'm saying is he is, though. We know what he's trying.
But it has nothing to do with them being his favorite. That's what I'm saying. Like that has nothing to do with them being his favorite, that he's missing passes.
No. I'm okay. What I'm saying, I'm being funny.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm being funny, bro. You probably took me serious. No, I'm being funny to the point what our brother John V was saying. Like, if you're my favorite, I'm gonna make sure I deliver the ball with execution, and I'm delivering the ball with accuracy. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And then there's times that Jimmy G put
Kittle
right
bad spots, and that's his favorite. That's his dude. That's his bro.
I'm being funny, but I'm also being honest to the point. Like, okay, if we're gonna say that, you know what I mean? Like, okay, that's my boy. I'm gonna look out for my boy. So there's been many games that Jimmy G overthrown, underthrown, threw behind. Like, come on. I mean, but here or there, but it is.
But I agree with John V saying that all the young receivers were way more excited to play with Trey Lance than Jimmy G. And you could just look at the practice videos when we were at the beginning of the season. You saw everybody working with Trey Lance. He's working with all the receivers, but I never saw any Jimmy G working out with any of the receivers. You never saw any clip. I can't even find one. I wanted to see how's Jimmy G looking with the guys. You know what I mean? And you couldn't. It was like they were flying out to go work with Trey Lance and like trying to get a head start on the chemistry thing. And I truly believe that they believed Trey Lance was going to eventually be the starter. And so they preemptively just said, okay, got to get with him. And that's why I think the locker room was getting not divided in the sense that it was becoming a big problem, but nobody was really knowing who to fully support.
Yeah. I understand that because beginning the season, let's be honest, fellas. Beginning the season, we've seen that chemistry with Trey Lance and Trent Sherfield. We've seen that chemistry. We seen
And
that.
Debo too. We had chemistry with Debo too.
We seen that chemistry before we seen that chemistry of Brandon Ayuk. So I can understand that. You know, yeah. John V said those fools accept his limitations, and I have nothing but respect for them. They love the man and respect the QB. In my opinion, yeah.
True.
And,
Yep.
and that's, and you know what? I won't say that's the problem. I will say that's understood because Kyle and John, they orchestrated and put together a good team of men that love each other and respect each other, and they hold each other with a standard. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes, no, I'm not going to say that. Sometimes, I would say this. Sometimes, when you're good friends with someone and they do something wrong, for some reason, it's more easier to overlook their mistakes. There's someone that you just cool with. But when you like call someone your best friend, Trey Lance saying my best friend for life, you understand what I'm saying? Like that speaks volume. I get it. I do understand. However, like how we discuss the faithful, we say, like, listen, when you do great, we celebrate you. When you F up, we're gonna criticize you. You know, you know what I mean? So I mean, that's the nature of the business.
Here's one of my final thoughts, and it's also be phrased as a question. I wonder, like, when we're going through this playoff run, and they knew that Jimmy G was compromised. I wonder, and people know this is your Super Bowl hopes right here. You don't know if you'll ever get to another Super Bowl or be in a position in the NFC Championship to win one. How many people wanted to go with the fresh guy, Trey Lance, and put their hopes on that? Like, were there anybody, or were we just riding Jimmy all the way? Because you could see he was compromised in that game where he could, take advantage of some of the fronts he was seeing, some of the one-on-one advantageous situations where maybe a Trey Lance could have, especially get out the pocket and have a chance to make a play. You know what I mean? I bet you there were a lot of people in support of. I think I would have been that guy. Like, hey, let's go with the guy that we drafted that's healthy.
Put that back up. Yeah, I got to show respect to John V. Comment. John V said Jamie is a good man. He never embarrassed this organization. He never had headlines. I respect the man. He's hard not to like, but a QB play is suspect.
Totally agree. Professional.
Exactly. Yeah. See, John is talking about what I just said. You gotta separate the two, though. Yes, and I said that many times. Because I don't come hard. I don't come down hard on Jimmy. I always say based on his image in front of the cameras. And I remember when we had John V on our show. God bless you, John, again for giving us your time and your wisdom. Me and John, and I was asking John, because we was talking about why he doesn't take accountability. Even when I was talking to y'all about accountability, and I asked him first before I asked y'all, do y'all think maybe Jimmy G is just mentally tough as far as in front of the cameras? Well, maybe he's more open with his brothers in the locker room. And I stood behind that because I sensed that based on his teammates, how they talk of him. So with that said, I always say like, yo, he must be a great guy as a friend, as a leader in the locker room, as a leader in the huddle. But just like what John V was saying, as far as the skill set and his fundament and his athleticism on the field, it don't match with the verbal leadership. You know what I mean?
And just like John B, his comment right here is like, you want to use everything in the toolbox. You want to use all the bullets in the gun. And I don't know if we did, maybe we did, but to know that, your most important attribute as a quarterback is your arm and your hand. And if that's compromised, you want to be able to not be in that situation.
Yeah.
Well, I just got one thing to say is John Jimmy knew he was going after the year, right? We all know that. He said he knew it. He knew it. Everything. So now we're going to still go with Trey Lance. But if you were Jimmy G, and you knew you were gone at the end of the year, and you got game winning before the Super Bowl, and you get to the Super Bowl, or you to win the Super Bowl, you're still going to be gone. What would you do?
Try to win still.
Try to win still, but you're going to be gone anyway. So if
So you still up your value to the next team. Yeah, you still try to win. Like, come on now.
I know, but
Chuck, you lost.
Some people don't think that way.
Yo, Chuck, you was going the right direction, bro, and then you went left.
Right.
At that point, I was like, okay, he about to say what I'm thinking. Now, what you just said, Chuck, I agree with you into the last part, but let me just back up what you were saying.
Well, a lot of people think that.
Yes, he knew that he was leaving, maybe after this season or next season, but he knew. But my thing is this: now, what you were saying, being that he know, and George Kittle mentioned it a couple of days ago about Jimmy G being a 2-time champion. So let me just back up what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, based on what you were starting to say, Jimmy G has the experience as far as knowing what it's like being a champion.
Yeah.
He's not the reason why, because we know Tom Brady is one of the reasons why.
Right.
What I'm saying is 2019. No, let's back up. 2018. Put that down a little bit. 2018. He tore the ACL. 19, you take it to the Super Bowl. Okay, you overthrow Emmanuel Sanders. 2020,
he gets hurt all year. Pretty much.
Right. And then right. But also he gotta understand this is business. This ain't personal. This is business. What organization, like a great organization like our organization, the San Francisco 49, what organization wouldn't want to invest in someone that's going to be available? Jimmy G wasn't available. So with that said, when you have tools around you, Jimmy G has not seen a team like us before. Think about it, 2019 and this season, he has not had tools like this around him. So to piggyback on what you were saying in the beginning, I hold him one of the responsibility to the point I just believe that he should have did more. Like how we were saying, like while he's in the pocket, he should scramble more or be more accurate. Yeah, like we were saying before, he'll show his frustration on the field, but it's like, you supposed to hit that, man. But with that said,
I wanted to respond to John B's comment real quick. He said that he's concerned about Kyle developing a rookie. He's never done it. And now Lynn is hired to develop Herbert. What do you think about it? So what I say is Kyle did develop a rookie, though, RG3, and he had a monster rookie season. And not only that same season, Alfred Morris ran for 1,600 yards as a rookie, too. So he had a rookie quarterback and a rookie. He had a rookie whole backfield with quarterback and the running back, right? And so he's shown how he can do that, adapt his whole playbook to fit that Baylor hybrid West Coast style. And two, Lance Lynn, and we talked about it previously earlier in the show, is probably going to end up replacing Mike McDaniels in some aspect, and he's a really, really good run game coordinator. So he's going to add some extra plays, so we won't be predictable and we'll stay run focused.
Yeah.
I know my wife's gonna kill me if I don't leave soon. Maybe Kyle didn't use Trey because he wasn't sure he could develop him on his own. I don't know. He may be right on John. He might be right on that.
Who knows?
I know it's tough. So I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't a GM or nothing. He was a kid, but once he found out it was, and remember at the same time his dad was the head coach, so his dad might have had some input.
It was the owner.
Okay. Well, they also made sure to get Kirk Cousins to that draft too. So they drafted 2 quarterbacks in that same draft, which was crazy. They took Kirk Cousins in the fourth round after taking RG3 with the second overall pick.
Yeah, I didn't mean to push you guys off. I know I gotta leave about 5 minutes. So I want to thank you all for coming on here. I know my final thoughts is I know we'll be back again soon, than later. So basically I'm gonna go to Mark's question from here.
I ain't gonna get that together.
Okay, no problem. Don't worry about tonight. You don't worry about tonight. It's all good then. It's all good. So I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you, my brothers, for being here. Thanks for watching this. I know I'm sorry for rushing out here, but my wife's gonna kill me if I don't come get her. So
happy life.
Well, first and foremost, God bless everybody on the show.
Sorry, guys.
Ryan, Jizzle, Chuck. Welcome to the podcast, bro.
Yep.
Welcome, Chuck.
I want to say thank you to the faithful that has been giving us your time and your ear. God bless you. Always stay faithful. Never lose hope. God bless you. We see you on the next run.
Yep, you got it, guys. Later, guys. Later.
Bye.
Bye.